Hi, this is Struden. I did not play really at all the last week. I did do one thing like a couple days ago. I didn't record any of it, but I just went out and explored like all of this area. I just wanted to see if there was anything interesting nearby that we could mess with and use for a bit. I also explored a little more up here because for a project I want to do, I want like a bigger desert than this. I want like an actually like good-sized desert. Like look at this whole savanna thing right here. But I wanted like a desert or a mesa / badlands, whatever you want to call it. I wanted something like that, but like this size, so that I could build a big thing inside of it. Like if I build something big inside of this thing, it's gonna be like to the edges of the biome, and then it even has like a river that goes through here. It's not what I'm looking for. I didn't record really any of that. I don't know why. I didn't really feel like talking or playing that day. I wanted to log in and do something. And that's kind of how I've been feeling with a lot of this. Like I know in theory what I should be doing. Is this thing still full? Yeah, okay. I think that's just a rendering error. Yeah, I know like what I should be doing. I have a whole laundry list of things that I need to do. So in this workshop, right? I haven't really done much since the last episode, like I said. But like I have a whole bunch of little micro machines and little pieces and bits of Create that are they're causing my FPS to go way down. And one solution to it is, you know, I flip this lever, that saves me like 10 FPS right there. You know, I go downstairs, I flip another lever, that's another 10 FPS. This up here, like that lever I just flipped shuts off all of those machines, it shuts off this part, and then it saves me like maybe 10 frames. But the real solution is not just flipping that lever. The solution is moving stuff into their own like processing centers. If I'm going to be traveling out to any area out here, I need infrastructure to build the nether tunnels so that I can get out there faster, and ideally without using an elytra, just because I'm not at the point where I'm ready to fight the dragon yet. But in order to do that, I also have like a bunch of different farms I have to build here to be able to do that, and then my FPS drops more. You can see the circular problem that we have. One thing that is going to really save on like a lot of this is getting rid of the water wheels. And I think, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I do have a schematic for a very small steam engine. I don't think it'll fit in this space. All of this stuff kind of is doing a lot. And these two systems need to be put into like their own processing center. The kitchen's staying. I don't care what anyone says. I like having a kitchen in my house. You know what? We've lost our way in the world. I haven't checked my actual clipboard in a few days. Let me check this off camera and I will get back to you in just a moment. Here's the first thing I think we're going to do today. Put the material checklist up. I mean, we do need to collect the supplies for the Blackstone thing. You know, all these items. 5 pages ain't bad, especially when most of the supplies are less than a stack of each item. It's really not that bad. Whether or not it'll fit in this bag is a different thing. And when I went exploring, I did pick up some extra supplies of things that I thought we might need eventually. So that includes some redwood saplings, baobab saplings, baobab fruit. Yeah. I don't know why I do the things I do either. We're going to replace all of these water wheels with maybe a sideways steam engine. Sure, I gotta start stamping my FPS. My FPS. I gotta start stamping some copper. Some of you may be wondering why last week there was no video, and all I had to say about it was I'll be back next week with one. I've been kind of unmotivated. It's been a bit of a struggle for me to motivate myself to get on the world or just record in general. I think I've always been a bit more of a keep things to myself sort of person. Making videos isn't something that comes naturally to me. It's really difficult when you're an introvert and you decide that you want to make YouTube videos, and it seems like there are so many people that are on the platform that are better than you and do things faster, and all you can think about is how you're falling behind and you aren't doing what you need to do, and you make worse content than these people and things like that. And it doesn't matter if it's true or false. You have these feelings. This will make a big thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For anyone that feels like you're not doing enough in your life because other people are ahead of you and other people have things more under control, and you think, how could you possibly compare to them? Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is 110% just the absolute worst thing anyone could probably possibly do. Don't do it. It's not good. It's not fun. Nobody enjoys it. Nobody enjoys comparing themselves to others. It's not productive at all. You're wasting your time when you do it. You're better off just continuing on the path that you're already on. Because otherwise, you're just never going to progress. You're never going to be better. Not better than them, better than you. That's kind of the whole point of, trying to be better, is that you want yourself to be better and not be better than somebody else, but be better than who you are right now. I don't know where that came from. It just came out of me. I lack discipline. I lack discipline in the most amounts. I think out of everyone that I've ever known in my life, I am the laziest person I have ever known. It's just who I am. I'm not necessarily ashamed of it, I wouldn't say. I think I am who I am. I don't think that my laziness is really that... Oh. I don't think my laziness is anything but a part of me. I don't think it's even like a bad part of me. I think that I use my laziness... I use my laziness for some things. Not everything, obviously. Sometimes I use it more than I should. And when I say I'm using it, I mean that I'm just getting lazy. Ow. Can I open this? No. Okay. That's fine. Run away! Sometimes I get lazy when I shouldn't be. Sometimes I work harder than I need to for things that don't matter. They just don't matter. And I think that everyone kind of does that to some extent. Some people it's worse than others. Like, for instance, I spend a lot of my time like making this mod pack and making these videos, and they don't always pan out how I hoped and expected they would. Like, I put a lot of effort into the last video, and I'm actually really proud of that video, but it didn't pop off, and that's fine. It's not like you can force the algorithm to push one video over another. We people who make videos, we spend so much of our time on this thing that might not succeed. And then, you can be super proud of something and nobody's ever going to see it, or you can be like super ashamed of something and everybody's going to blast it all over the internet. And I agree. I should be more worried about things that are actually in my control. It's not like I'm it's not like I'm a first responder or something like that. Like, none of this matters. This is all just a hobby for me. And yet somehow the chemicals in my brain are telling me that I need to work harder at it and be better at it, because the thing that I just did wasn't good enough for everyone else to recognize it as being good. And that maybe shouldn't be the takeaway that my brain takes, but that's the takeaway that my brain takes. This has been a very stream of conscious video so far. I've just been talking and playing the game, and I don't know if this is what people want to see or not, but this is how I'm playing it today. I don't have any discipline. Discipline is very much you do it, you don't think about doing it, you just do it. There's no amount of I don't want to do it. There's no amount of I'm not motivated to do it, I'm not inspired to do it. You just do it. That's as simple as I can put discipline. Is you just have to do it, and you do it regularly so that it becomes easier to do it regularly, there's no amount of like, oh, I should do that. Like, your brain doesn't do that. It just immediately says, this is what I'm doing today. It's not, I want to do this. It's not, I should do this. It is, this is what's happening today, and I'm going to do it, and it's going to get done. And that's all discipline is. And my brain does not have a lot of that. When I wake up in the morning and I decide I'm doing something for the day, it's all I'm doing for the day. There's no amount of like, I'm doing XYZ on top of it. I can get home and do some cleaning. No, that does not happen. I'm not the kind of guy that comes home and says, let's get to cleaning. No. As much as I wish I was that guy, I know I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy, pal. I'm not that guy. I don't know how many steam engines I'm going to need, but I know I'm going to need them eventually anyway. I do have plans to make like a... I need to make like a power station. I got a whole list of things that just aren't going to get done as long as I'm not disciplined. It doesn't rely on emotions. It doesn't rely on inspiration. It just gets things done. Discipline is like what everyone says is the secret to being like an amazing superhuman that gets everything done. But I need to get this out there. I need somebody else to agree with me. I need somebody else to see or hear this. Discipline, while it does create real results and turns effort into consistency, it's hard. It is hard to acquire. It's hard to keep. People say that it takes anywhere from 18 to 254 days to create a habit, like a permanent habit. You know what I'm saying? Like an actually consistent habit of things that you do. And I need to say that I could do something for a whole year, 365 days, and I can still fall off the wagon, not do the habit, and like I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know if there is a fix. I could spend all my time doing something consistent, playing a game, like playing Minecraft, playing this world. Literally, I could spend 365 days doing something and still not follow through with it. I don't know how to fix it. My brain might just actually be broken. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna see the size. I think is the current limiter here. How about this? See if we had water. We don't have enough heat to go up to level 2, but we would if we lit these with lava. What about 3? How are we doing there? See, I guess we won't really know until we fill these guys with lava, but what about here? Maybe? We're gonna fill up these 6 with lava and see if the heat on this gets up to level 3. I have a feeling it will. Also, these guys don't have straws. I thought they needed straws. Yeah, that's definitely full enough. Okay, heat. You and you. How are you doing? You. How are you doing? You. I think this would be a level 6, which would mean that we'd need to cut it off about here to have these 4 be the thing. I don't know how to form a habit. I don't know how to stick with it even after like a year of doing it every single day. My brain just doesn't form the connection. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I think I need a flopper. Sorry, a copper hopper. Beep boop. Or beep boop. You'll walk the plank. Can I do this? No. Why not? Come on, man. Is this literally useless to me? Yeah, I gotta work on the recipes too. There's a lot of stuff I have to do with the pack. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this yet? I'm like really nervous. I need I know, it's like every single time I do something, I immediately am like, oh wait, no, I need this, I need that. Discipline for somebody like me, who, let's be fair here, I'm very entitled. I'm a very entitled person, but I try my best to be like a good person. I do. Might not seem like it, but I do. I should add that to the wrenchable list. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. I come here and I go, and I go, oops, and I go, ta-da. Discipline, organization, things like that, they're so hard for me. And one of the biggest reasons why I can imagine that is that there's no like instant gratification from them. There's no amount of, well, I did this and now my reward is this. There's none of that, you know. You just have to do it. And then there's just no reward for it. It just, you know, you just have to do it. There's no, I shouldn't say that there's no reward for it. There's no instant reward for it. Over time, I'm sure you see results from the things you do. Like, let's just boil it down to the easiest, simplest thing that I can explain. Going to the gym, for me, is so hard. It's so hard for a lot of people. I know for a fact it is. You cannot possibly know the results of your labor before you do them. Yes. Okay, I'm trying to record as much as I can because I have family visiting. It's not going to be the best environment for recording in. Oh, you know what? It's downstairs. Yeah, I have family visiting soon. Not the best environment to be recording in. I did not think this through. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick this up. Oop. We're gonna pick these up, and we're just gonna manually do it with a crank. Yeah, there's no short-term gratification for a lot of things in life. I've gotten so used to just being chronically online, and every single piece of information is at my fingertips. All of the dopamine and serotonin and anything else is just a click away. It's you know, social media, junk food, entertainment, our smartphones, our apps, our social media. The fact that you can go on YouTube now and see shorts, that's terrible. It's an absolute travesty. We shouldn't have shorts on YouTube. And what's even crazier is I've like given it some serious thought. Oh no, did I just use all my bamboo to do that? I thought these were bamboo stacks. Dang it. Sparse jungle. Yeah, it's like right over here, so we could might as well take the plane. You guys can fly with me. We got fuel. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to not want to do just like the easiest thing that you can for that quick hit of like happiness, you know? Even if it is fake happiness, it's hard to just be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do the hard thing instead. It's also really hard, especially with long-term projects. Like, once you realize, oh, I'm past the easy part of like the early stage and I have like these resources that I can use to do things with, now I have to actually put the effort into doing those things. You know, it's not the easiest thing ever. It's not the easiest pill to swallow, I guess is the easier way of saying that. I want to land on this little tiny part right here. Yes! Okay. But like discipline just requires patience and effort and things that, you know, you don't always wake up and say, I'm going to put that effort in. It just requires that amount of effort. I'm going to grab a little extra just because I don't want to wait immediately. We'll replant though. We'll replant. We're not jerks. Things like this survival world, I'm just struggling to put the effort in because every time I log in, I am immediately hit by like 9 FPS. And I'm like, how can I solve the problem? The easiest way to solve the problem is to just like fix the problem. Like, I just have to fix the problems. Like, for one, using water wheels and everything is not the solution. The solution to my power problem is not water wheels because it drains my FPS. The solution to my power problems is creating a power station, and that's a lot of effort, and I don't actually have a plan for that yet. And then it's like, well, now I gotta sit down and plan the power station, and that becomes an issue. And then it's like, well, how do I get the power from the power station over to here? Well, my thought was, let's have a train, because I have accumulators. I can just put the power on a train, have it move over, and like power these you know, machines over here. But guess what, man? That means I have to make the nether train. And then I'm stuck with like, well, I'm stuck with the power I have right now to make the train that I want to make. It's just like, there's just one thing after another, and then they all get bottlenecked. And it's like, it kills my motivation to be creative. You know? The solution, all in all, is to make like a temporary stopgap, like I'm doing right now, to, you know, stepping stone my way up to something bigger. And sometimes I have to realize that, like, yeah, the stepping stone is okay. Just do the stepping stone, you know? Like, this lava is not permanent. This is not going to be permanent. And yet, I need to make them. I need to make them. Like, I just need them. We're going to put this here, put a pump right here on top, and then this right here. Ta-da. One here. I can't quite place that. Let's try to jump off of here and do it. Yeah. And then one right here. And then we need like a copycat board. And we put a water in here. Ta-da. And we have some temporary power. How much is this providing? 416 per. It doesn't have enough water input? Really? Get me out of here. I'm trying not to spill this stuff everywhere. Ugh. That's just not what I'm looking for. Let's go over here a little bit. There it is. There we go. Give another water there. There we go. Put this right here. Put this right up against it. Right there. Yeah. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Okay. Oh, I didn't give these guys their straws. That's the problem. I also need 3 more. So that might have worked. Right. Are you done? Yep. Right here. Almost. Okay. Okay, what are we at? Level 4. Very nice. I think that's what we wanted. Yeah, I haven't really been talking much during this last part of the recording. I don't know what else I have to really say. I'm just not a very motivated person. I don't think that there's anything wrong with being lazy, unless it is interfering with your life, you know, which in this case, I was just being lazy about making videos. But if you have something that you need to do, understand that any amount towards that is doing something. You know, something is almost always better than nothing. So just keep trying. Like, there's no reason to stop trying. Just keep trying. If that doesn't feel like it's enough for you, if you feel like you're letting people down in your life, find out if there's anything that you can actually do within your power and within your mental headspace, wellness, whatever, to do, and just like try your best to do it. I don't have the answers. I'm lazy. I struggle a lot with it too. But I guess I'm really just saying you're not alone. Anyway, I'll be back when I have a little more progress done on this and making sure that everything's running in the right direction upstairs and downstairs. And I'll BRB. Check this out. So I just got done setting up the new power source downstairs. Look at our FPS, by the way. First of all, 40, solid 40. Like, everything's running faster too. This stuff isn't running, I will have to say, but like, this stuff is going to get moved anyway. But look at this. Oh, we have so much more stress. We have so much more stuff, and then this is like holding up with you know. Oh, it's just so good. That's going back up. We can run both. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, I'm cool with that. Like, technically this isn't going to work faster, but it is, because it's going to push things off of this funnel faster, and that means that another item can pop out faster as well. Like, all of this stuff is just running, it's just working. Oh. Is this thing blowing the right way? It looks like it. Oh my gosh, everything works on the first try. That's crazy. Let's find out how fast this comes out of the washer. No need to haunt. Let's go find out how fast this comes out of the washer. Wait a minute. It's coming out, right? Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, it's going out. Can't really tell what's going on back there. But it does appear to be working. I expect at some point it's just going to go flop, 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 flop. Everything's going to come in here. Yeah, I did it. That was satisfying. Woohoo, look at all that. Building up my netherite supplies. We don't necessarily have a lot of time left for me to record this video and the next one and the next one and whatever else I might decide to do today and tomorrow and the next day. Sorry it was so short. I know that all we really did was build this little boiler, and I know it's not the most what's the word, efficient design, because we're using this boiler that's on its side. We have to use twice as many burners to get the same amount of output. Like, normally if we had made this, it's 2x2 and then made it like 3 or 4 tall, we'd get the same output from these and only have to fuel 4 blaze burners. I'm pretty happy with this, and then the next steps are going to be basically just moving this section of stuff elsewhere. I think I'd like to have a warehouse where I have like dedicated stone generation, and then like a dedicated spot for ores to be processed into their final outputs, their goods. I think it's going to be more important for us to start spreading out like the bigger stuff away from the smaller stuff. Like, this is all the stuff I need to get to the point of industrializing this, but once we start industrializing this, that's where we're going to start moving away from home. I'm not disciplined. I don't have the answers for you. I know it sounded like I was trying to make some sort of point there. I was mostly talking about me. I don't have any answers. I need to work on my discipline. And ideally, I will. Discipline, much like willpower and your leg muscles and your arm muscles and anything else, they weaken when you don't use them. They weaken over time. They weaken when you don't actually practice and exercise them. I once read that the key to motivation and discipline and things like that is to make them super easy to do. For instance, I really want to only use my phone when I actually need to use my phone, especially when I'm supposed to be doing something else that's more important. So what I've started doing is I installed this screen timeout app. Anytime I open an app that I don't want to be using at that moment, it will instead pull up a timer for a minute, and I picked a minute because it's annoying, and I want it to be annoying. So then I can either sit there and wait for a whole minute doing nothing on my smartphone, or I can do something else that's more important. And that's the sort of thing that you need to do with anything that you feel like you should be doing and you just can't. You're not disciplined enough. You're not able to do it. That's what you need to do. You need to make it easy to do the hard things and hard to do the easy things. For instance, I was getting away with just using the water wheels here. It was like super easy. I literally just put down a bunch of water wheels. They turned. I didn't have to power them with lava. I didn't have to set up the lava generator thing. And it was working up until a point when I tried to add one thing. I think it was one of these two. And the water wheels overstressed. And it's like, well, the whole workshop is going to be overstressed. I literally could not have done anything. I couldn't have progressed anywhere without fixing this problem, right? And the easiest solution to that would have been just add another water wheel or two or whatever, right? I mean, heck, I had space over on this wall back here. I could have just like added a whole bunch of water wheels right here. That's not the permanent solution. That's a temporary stopgap. And it's not like I really needed this system over here to progress. So instead I was like, okay, new rule. I cannot add more water wheels to this. I'm just stuck with what I got until I upgrade the system. And now look at how many stress units we got. We have another 20,000 to work with. Is that 20,000? 30,000? No, we have 30,000 to work with. We're only using 20,000. And we're still positive on lava, even though we're going to build a better lava system. But like the moment that this starts to drain out of lava and I can't power the workshop, that's when I'm like, okay, no new lava source. We just have to build a better system. And I made it harder for me to continue in this world without fixing problems. And then I procrastinated, okay? This is the second part, all right? If you start procrastinating, let me tell you, sometimes the best thing you can do is to just do the really hard thing, do the hard part of whatever it is you're doing. When you've finished doing the hard thing, everything else gets easier. For instance, on my phone again, I made it so that it's really hard to open apps that I'm not supposed to open. And now, instead of like, when I do have time to kill, even though I could spend it just doom scrolling on my phone, what I've started doing is I've started whipping out my 3DS and like playing those games, because I installed them for a reason, right? So and that, you know what, I'm having a lot of fun with that. I'm gonna be honest, it's taking a lot out of me right now to not play my DS. But I'm not going to. I'm trying to record because I have a limited amount of time, and this episode is going long. So there's not going to be any comment of the day for this episode, or I think the next one or two, because I'm just trying to kind of hammer these out. There's a lot of stuff to do. I don't really know where to begin or where to continue. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one when we tackle something. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.